Hey everybody, what's up? It is Sunday night and it is time for another session of Like Clockwork. We're actually going to do it. We got everybody here. Everything is set up. We did have to move to Fantasy Grounds Unity because I can't do a port forwarding anymore because technology, I don't know, what's something. But in any case, yeah, so here we are ready to get the ball rolling and not rolling and figure out what's going to happen with Shayloon in the cavern, along with the others who had to fight a giant scorpion. That was a good time. And also what's going on with Rosalia and Locks out in the sandstorm. Go ahead, John. You know you want to do it.
I wasn't going to do anything. I don't want to be rude.
That's somehow worse. Somehow worse.
I'm sitting this one out tonight.
You're welcome, everyone. I know I have to go sit in the corner now, but totally worth it. Not even.
Yes. Yes. So that was the alley oop, actually. All right. So here we go. Yeah. What else is going on? I think we're about to send out a whole bunch of stuff for our backers soon. Sarah, what's going on with that?
Oh, yay! I'm so excited. I thought I was muted, and so I clicked unmute and realized it was on Twitch, so it just got really loud for a second. Sorry. Yeah, so our Kickstarter fulfillment is, I think Tom and I are tentatively setting a date for me to go visit him next Friday, the 20th through the 28th or 29th. So that week will be all Kickstarter fulfillment. So everyone should be getting their stuff except our super high level tiers whose comic books need to take a trip to Serbia and back. But everyone else will be fulfilled by the end of August.
I can't wait.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So, pretty exciting stuff. Everything has come in. I can't wait to get my grubby paws on it too myself because we did have to send it to a central location, but that's fine. You know, that's how we make it happen. Anybody else got anything going on? Because I can't think of anything for.
I can.
Okay, go.
You go first, Randy.
Yeah. So on Tuesday, I am starting a show over on the DAT Network, Dragons and Things Network, at 6:00 p.m. PET. It's about witches. It's sort of a horror show using the Savage World system, and it's gonna be sick. We're giving away some dice. We're revealing two new cards from a Savage World set that's coming out soon. So tune in.
Ooh.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. Okay,
watch the Danny on his game first. So make sure you support us, and then you can come check us out.
and then come check it out. Got it. All right. One moment here and.
And then I'll fill the gap. So the news that we have as REM is we are going to Gen Con and Origins in September. So really excited. It's our first official con appearance. We're going to have a booth. We're sharing it with Frag and Unicorn Games, who are a bunch of cool people as well, and released a cyberpunk RPG. Well, they're coming up with a RPG, but a cyberpunk minis game. So that's super cool, and we'll be there selling. So if you didn't get in on the Kickstarter, we'll be there selling the comic book and all the fun accessories that were part of the Kickstarter.
I also have a piece of information news.
Okay.
Not part of REM, although you can find out about it through the REM Alternatives Discord because I post about it in the cool nerdy streams when I do it. I have started an audio drama podcast in the vein of Welcome to Night Vale. It's called Surf City Donuts, and it's a new thing I'm trying to do because as a theater person, the past year has been really hard to do performances on stage live. So I've been working on this for a while, and I'm releasing episode 3. I release episodes on Tuesdays, but it's arbitrary. You can just watch them on YouTube. But if you're part of the Discord Rem Alternative server, if you go into Cool Nerdy Streams, I post a link there every week. Or you can find it on YouTube if you want to do some heavy searching. But yeah, come and support art. That'd be great. Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice. All right. Well, if that's what we got, then let's get into all this because we want to, pardon me, figure out what's going to happen with everybody and get everybody back together because the party is like super split right now. So with that, yeah, it's time.
Like bananas.
Like
Or-
bananas.
It's
Welcome back. So, when last we left off with Aegis, Perunia, and Panabon, they were at the kind of the beginning of a cavern system, a cave system that went into the edges of the Badlands, and there is a sandstorm raging outside that is actually kicking up dust kind of throughout the passage as well. It's not so bad that they can't breathe or they're having trouble, but it is definitely a reminder that there is something going on outside. So the dead scorpion lays on the ground before you, along with the corpses of the bandits that you fought. You can see lights flickering from deeper within, torchlights. Obviously, the bandits need light to see, so that's what you got going on.
The last thing that happened, I did a prayer of healing on the group. So I guess we're just in. That was like a 10-minute period of prayer of healing. So I guess we're kind of just that.
And during the 10 minutes, I cut off the scorpion tail, so I now have a poisonous dagger appendage-ish thing.
Yes, you do.
I tried to look at it to do the same thing, and okay.
I'll share the poison with you. Like, I don't mind. It's more like having the stinger that I am.
I will synthesize this later.
Wonderful. Everybody wins.
It's been nearly 10 minutes, and no one else has run upon us. So
Nope.
I wonder if there's not as many guards as we first thought in this place.
Hello?
Okay, no. They already know we're here. We don't need to further announce our presence. Aegis, not helpful.
I think that they know.
Offended if I pretended to be a scorpion god, like if I announced myself as a scorpion god, like would that?
How would that help anything, Panabon? How would that help anything?
You can
feel better.
You can choose to do whatever you want. I have trouble getting an answer from Nipoe myself. So maybe your attempt at being a scorpion god will bring her here.
All right, so we are losing focus. We are here to get Jayloon. We need to keep going. I'm as bandaged up as we can be. I think I could handle at least another couple guys. So.
Oh, I forgot. My glasses are broken. So.
I thought we taped them up. No.
No, I just went with the one side.
Yeah, wow. like the lens cracked, right? Is that what happened? The lens cracked in it.
It snapped right in half.
Yeah, it did.
Happened, yeah.
Real bad.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty injured. You've got half of glasses, and Panabon wants to be a scorpion god. I think we're gonna be fine.
It's not about wanting to be a scorpion god as much as it's just like a calling that I've decided to take on at this moment.
Okay. All right. So
I love that journey for you, Panabon.
Hey, I do have some string. I could try to put your glasses back together with string, by the way. I don't know if that would help, but...
I'll hand them to you.
Okay, work on that while we walk. I know that stealth is probably not our forte, but can we try to be quiet? I don't know. It just seems like that would make our life easier.
You do have the benefit of the howling windstorm outside that is echoing through the cavern, and so you can make your stealth checks with advantage as you move.
Please don't screw this up, guys. Let's walk quietly.
Which means that for some people it just means you'll roll normally. But who's going first?
It's me. It's always me.
Yeah, I feel like it would be Perunia.
Who's going second?
I'll go second.
Panabon bringing up the rear.
Yep, fixing some glasses, getting ready to stab some people.
Okay.
You want that roll? Where's my? There it is.
What?
You said our stealth rolls are at a
yes, you can roll stealth at advantage. Let me give. Okay, so
Does that mean I have like double advantage because I'm already stealthy when I want to be?
yeah, something like that.
Did not work unless it just showed one, Danny. Because I hit the advantage.
So when you hit advantage, what it did was it gave you advantage and disadvantage, and so you just rolled one die because you have armor that makes it tougher for you to sneak.
Okay, we're still not very quiet, guys.
And that's you saying that is that.
That's funny.
I just turn and look at you in silence, like.
Yeah, that's.
I'm a
that's
large
funny.
pal, okay?
All right.
I take my sword out.
Okay, so you take your blade out and you're moving through, and take a look at something here. There we go.
Way quieter than we're being in that cave right now.
You feel my hand on your back, Perunia, because I can't see. So
No, you can. So what you see right now is what you see because there are torches that are lighting the way throughout.
No, it's his glasses.
My glasses.
Oh, you can't see because you're blind. Got it.
So I'm a bit. Everything's kind of foggy in the distance, and I have my hand on your back.
Okay.
Damn, pansy over here.
I'm sorry. I'm nearly blind.
I'm very nearly blind. One second.
He can't see without his glasses.
I left them on my nightstand. Sorry.
All right. Let's see here. And this should do boop. Great. As you continue to move forward, Perunia, you notice almost too late, but not too late, that there is a line on the ground. It is, it's not a straight line, but it's definitely a line on the ground.
Like a chalk marking type thing or like a string?
Nope, like a seam, like a crack almost.
This is not Prunia's forte, but she's going to check for traps.
Okay, so how in this case, how are you wanting to? What do you want to do? Do you want to?
I would like to investigate the cracked area.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigate.
Why have you stopped?
Shh. 1 second.
Oh, that's so bullshit. I saw that 18 just fall over.
You don't see anything else around other than just this crack, and it could just be a crack in the floor.
There's a crack in the floor. I mean, seems fine, but it could be a trap. But it also might be a trap door to a secret place.
Panabon?
Did I do an investigation or an?
Yeah. You check it out.
All right, so Panabon squeezes forward and makes an investigation check.
Oh
we
my
got-
god! Unity sucks, Danny.
Getting all the
There's-
bad rolls out early.
There's, it's fine.
Let me.
Yeah, the
It's
blind
fine.
man.
I'll investigate.
I've got the
You're-
string around your glasses. Maybe that'll help.
I'll give myself disadvantage.
Yep.
The
Go
investigation.
ahead. Give yourself disadvantage on the investigation.
I get real low to the ground, like like putting my one eye. Where's my investigation? There we go.
No better than the
Higher
rest of
than
us.
you guys.
Yes.
As you are like reaching your hand out, you actually go a little bit past the crack, and you push, and the ground actually gives, and you kind of scramble back as the whole floor in front of you just like boomps into a pit.
Oh,
And
I think
by
you found the
flume,
trap door.
it's a flumph. It's not a crash or a bang. It's basically they covered a pit with a cloth and scattered dirt over it so that it would just fall in. It's not even very deep. It's only like about 5 feet deep, but you know.
That's deep for some of us. I'm just saying. Some of us aren't very tall.
True.
oh, that happened.
Is this wide enough, or can I jump over it?
You can jump over it.
Well, what's in it? Like that 5 feet is like it can't just be a 5 foot just drop. There's got to be. Is there shit in the pit? Not literally shit, but like
Like, is it a
Stuff.
poop pit?
yeah, no, it's
Are
just
there skeletons?
This is a latrine. Yeah.
yeah.
There's a canvas cover in the pit and dirt now. I mean, it literally looks like they dug it out so that they could put a thing over it and you would fall. But apparently a blind person could find it, so they're not very good.
Prunia will jump over it
Okay.
with an athletics one, right?
All right. So as you come up here, you can kind of see that it forks. There's water to one side, and
I wish we had a Lox with us right about now.
Mm.
I will, using just my eyeballs, look to see if one looks more used than the other in terms of paths. So I guess that's a.
well, one side is
perception?
one side you see water, so there's definitely like people definitely use the path on the left. The path on the right goes to water. So
Secret trap doors, they could definitely be using that still. Okay, in Perunia's mind, both paths are viable solutions here. We'll see what I think about that. Yeah,
It-
guys,
it did
maybe we
again.
should go down by the water. It feels like we should go take the water path. No? What do you guys think?
Is it stale? Is it stale water, or does it seem fresh?
I take a sniff.
it's not. It doesn't smell horrible.
Is it moving?
It seems like it's a standing body.
Would they be holding Shaylun in a watery pit area? Or more of a jail cell situation?
I hope it's a jail
It's a good
cell.
point. Yeah, it's a good
I
point.
prefer that.
Yeah, let's take the fork without the water.
right.
And I will jump
Roll
that
into it.
way.
You do. You jump that way, and then you come around here. You don't even need to roll.
Oh my god!
You don't even
Sorry.
need to roll. Your strength is enough to jump over a 5-foot pit.
That's good.
Aegis,
What are you gonna do for me?
you have to roll.
Okay. I would because I can't tell depth. I would probably just overcompensate and just run hard and jump faster. I mean, jump.
Yeah,
Jump
but you're
harder
still going to
than,
roll with disadvantage.
Athletics.
Athletics, disadvantage?
I'm actually proficient in athletics, but you know.
Yeah, but you can't see what you're doing.
Yes.
But
Okay,
you make it
okay.
right across. You
More
don't
gracefully than
you
I
don't-
did.
you don't undershoot it and you overshoot it enough. Panabon, you can try to jump over it with either athletics or acrobatics.
Before I jump, can I throw a couple of ball bearings down the hallway we're not going down, to see if it sets off anything, or if it creates an echo, or if somebody hears it?
Bloop. You hear the
Sploosh.
ball bearing splooshing in the water.
Okay, but nothing happens to the ball bearings. They don't like disappear into smoke. or,
Hard to
like,
say. They could
the
dissolve
water's on
in.
loose.
They could be dissolving and into nothing. You don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna avoid the water because I'm already in a grumpy mood, and who needs that kind of heartache? So I guess what can I do? Athletics or whatchamahoots?
Or acrobatics, your choice. And here's a question: have you been keeping track of how many ball bearings you have?
He did have like a duffel bag full of them, to be fair.
Well, because they had 1,000 ball bearings, and I know that
Yeah.
they've been using them.
They get replenished. They got replenished on the road after the thing that happened in the prelude.
I'm
I
just
have-
messing.
I
I'm
haven't
just
used
messing
that
with you.
many. I've used maybe like 20.
Yes.
Maybe.
So make that roll.
Okay, I'll use acrobatics.
I would say 20 too many.
Nice.
All right. Well done. So you come around this corner. And you continue forward.
Better for traps this time while I walk with perception.
You're going to actually be perceiving now. Okay, so go ahead and make a perception test.
Better? I'm embarrassed that the blind guy found the pit trap. That's what happened here.
As you are stepping forward, you stop. Just kind of like there's water here, and so you're kind of splashing in it. And just in the water, you actually can see a line across the floor. It's about 3 inches up, so the water's about 4 or 5 inches deep.
Guys, look, I found another. Perhaps slightly better than a pit trap. Look, there's a line. See, Panabon, see? I know you can't see it, Aegis.
Is it a trip line?
I can't tell. Maybe stand back and I'll pull it.
Okay. Little
I'm
apprehensive.
already standing back. I'm using a bit of my dagger to kind of mark the way we're going in the cave to make an arrow pointing the way so that we don't get lost.
Okay.
I
So-
guess we could just step over it and not touch it.
No, I think you should totally touch it. Maybe if it makes a noise, Shailun will know we're here and that we're getting closer.
Okay. Panabon seems like they're giving good advice today.
Somehow it seems more logical to set it off and get it out of the way.
All right. So Perunia steps back and with her sword presses it.
Okay. You hear something kind of trigger a little bit of a thunk,
And that big Indiana
and
Jones ball
a
comes down.
crossbow whacks Peruni in the shoulder.
Oh, damn.
Crossbow bolt. It came out of the wall up ahead. You think it came out of the wall up ahead, but you know it doesn't do any damage because apparently earlier on you had some temporary hit points had been applied. So there you go.
Trap
So it actually
trigger.
doesn't
We're
dig
good.
in. It just kind of like paffs off to the side. So well
And I
done.
go because I can't see what it was. It's just a clunk right in front of me.
Right.
Can I examine the crossbow? Does it look special, or is it just like grubby classic crossbow bolt?
So you're gonna go up and investigate the crossbow.
Yeah.
Bolt or
Okay.
the crossbow?
Isn't that the professional name of it? Like the crossbow is like a bolt or something like that?
The crossbow bolt is the
as
arrow.
you move towards where the bolt is, to the crossbow rather, it came from the wall, but as you move up, you can see there is a crossbow like mounted in the wall. As you are stepping up to that crossbow, you hear another click, and it is this one.
Getting hit by crossbows.
And from further down the hall, you hear a crossbow. Oh, ow. A 10 points of damage onto Panabon.
7 points of damage.
Yes, becomes 3. 7. As a crossbow from further down the passageway hits you.
All right, guys, let's step carefully through this.
Perhaps I should go first.
You're blind.
You lead me, and I will hold a giant shield in front of us.
Oh, I like that plan. Let's do it.
Did the crossbows come from the same direction?
No, this is coming from a new crossbow down the way. You can see the one right next to you. There's one right next to you. I guess it's like right here. And then the other one is the one that hit you came from that direction. So
I'm gonna stab them so hard. With their own crossbow bolts.
So Aegis, are you going in the front now?
Yeah, but I'm not moving of my own. Like I'm just gonna put my shield up and let them lead me forward, even if it slows us down a little bit.
Oh my god, this is so awkward.
Okay, so everyone is hiding behind your shield, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
We're not loving it.
All right.
Just choose life. Remember to choose life.
If this is life, I don't know if this is the right choice.
Okay, as you are moving up, you trip another wire.
Great.
And an arrow comes shooting towards you, Aegis.
Mm-hmm.
But it clangs right off the shield and goes flying into the wall to the side.
It's working.
All right. And as you continue moving forward, is Pakran following right after, or Perunia?
It's definitely me because like I'm helping like move the shield. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and I keep the I keep the finger kind of behind me in case a crossbow bolt comes up behind, because then it'll have to go through the fleshy part of the stinger before it can hit me. So
you're using Scorpion Stinger as a sort of shield.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that tracks. That's
learned that in thieving school. Thieving school day 4. Scorpion shields.
That's the advanced course for you.
To all my friends at home, don't try that. Leave that to the professionals. You hit another. You hear the twang of another string break as you push the shield through it. You hear the pop of a crossbow from behind you.
Intercept. Can I do that move?
No, you don't have to worry about it because it just kind of goes flying off into the side. It does not hit the stinger or the gnome. Yeah.
That was a clever trap placement behind us. Who would have thought?
This is why I don't go underground. Seriously.
At the intersection, maybe we should look for a change in the type of trap that we are approaching.
Agreed.
So I'll pause and let you guys look for traps.
I will look again with my eyeballs to see what's coming up ahead of us. It's really dark in here. I don't know.
Panabon, perhaps you should help.
All right.
It's all right. This is what a sword is for. It's fine.
No.
Go ahead and make a. Oh, you did. Let me see what you rolled.
I did. Poorly.
All right. The way ahead looks clear.
Yep, sure does. Panabon, come look.
I need a good gnomish word for idiots, or some kind of like something really angry that is not like a / holes, but I need like a curse word in gnomish.
Okay. You want that now? Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yes.
Well, you
can make that
mutter it
happen.
now, and we'll look it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not muttering it. I'm actually just going to shout down one of the passageways is what's going to happen.
Ah, I see.
All right. Well, we'll get
We're
back to
getting
it.
hit
We
with
will.
arrows, so it's not. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shout down, "Hey, expletive! Where are you guys?
What happened to Delve?
We're already getting shot with arrows. They know we're here. I
It's
mean,
a trap
come
door.
out the window.
I don't think people know we're here. Just the traps we're activating.
Well, we'll
Hey.
stab them, and then they'll definitely know that we're here.
I agree, though, that they may be aware that the approaching us would certainly mean death.
The other idea is to listen for the sound of echoes. And so if we hear an echo, we know it's a larger space. If we don't hear an echo, it's a smaller space. And so we want to follow the echo probably to the larger space, which is where the encampment will be.
That I'm following. Throw your balls again.
I will throw 2 ball bearings down each ball bearing, or a total of 4 ball bearings, which means I have spent 24 ball bearings. I was keeping score at home.
All the ball bearings.
That's the best.
All right. So you chuck some ball bearings around. Nothing seems to happen as a result of throwing the ball bearings.
And onward.
Moving on.
I will take the lead again, but please, Panabon, use your rogue skills and keep an eye open for traps.
Oh my god, I don't think rogue is okay to say.
Is that an offensive term? I apologize.
No, just call me Scorpion God. That's fine.
I refuse to
Call me
do that.
Scorpion God.
I
Okay.
will not say that.
Wait, why is rogue an offensive term? Rogue is an offensive term. Who told you rogue was offensive?
This is happening while we're moving. This is the conversation we're having behind my shield.
It seems to imply that somebody has, lacks moral decency.
Would you
I have
would you
no
question that Panabon has
Yeah,
moral
no,
decency?
I mean, you've met me, right? You've met me, right? Like,
That's why I thought it was offensive.
I'm the nice one in the group of rogues
Oh.
that I know. Like, I'm the sane one, so it's fine. No one's
Click.
going.
Click.
Aegis,
Stop.
you stepped on something. It went
Uh-oh.
click.
Why did you move?
We've been moving the whole time.
I-
We should stop to put arrows down so we know how to get out. Because if we
Something
get lost in
is-
this, then
Something
I-
is under my foot. Something is under my foot.
I'm gonna bend down and feel if it's a pressure plate type situation and what it's connected to with investigation.
And I stand still.
As you bend down to look at it, you hear a rumbling sound.
We need to keep going. Go, 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 go!
Roll
I'm
initiative?
pushing forward.
Roll initiative.
roll
Yeah, well,
initiative.
I tried.
All right.
Hey! That's a 3.
Oh,
We're
We're
Together.
so good at this
So
game.
over there.
okay. So, Perunia, you walked up to try to see what it was. Is that what?
No, I bent down to feel the pressure plate because I was right behind Aegis. So
Okay. As you look at the pressure plate, you look up and you can see that there's actually a hole built up in the ceiling up ahead, and whatever the sound is, it's coming from there. and it is your turn. This is a 1 round of actions, and it's what do you want to do? Where do you want to run? Where do you want to go? Or do you want to stand your ground?
I'm pushing Aegis, so I'm gonna either.
So you're gonna grab
I'm
Aegis.
gonna pick him up, and we are gonna go forward.
You're gonna pick up Aegis.
I'm gonna pick up Aegis. I'm bigger than he is. I want to remind everyone
that's.
Okay.
I'm just
Even
making
with the
sure
shield.
that you're picking up the person you wanted to pick up. So you can grab Aegis, and then you can move half your movement. Which are you
And I
taking
will
forward
use
or
that
back? Forward or back?
Forward.
Forward,
And
okay.
because that seems right. Probably not.
Okay.
But and I will use that as my full action, so I would use it as the dash as well. So
You cannot, because the act of grabbing him counts as your action.
got it.
So, but that's okay. You have moved him out of the way. Unfortunately, for Panabon, the boulder goes before Panabon does.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm small. It's fine. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna get angrier and angrier, just like when we were outside. Like, this boulder should know better. Bad
Oh
boulder.
no.
Okay.
I just felt like you're more nimble than he is. Sorry, Panabon.
This is true. This is
Oh,
true. It is.
accurate.
It is a
am.
dexterity roll, and Panabon dives out of the way as this large boulder comes rolling down, crashing through the hallway. It's kind of bouncing back and forth, and so Panabon kind of gauges it, and then they duck to the side as the boulder comes around, and then keeps going, barreling down, and then you hear it splash into the water back behind.
Oh. Well,
Thank God. Panabon, if you had died, I would have had no amount of end to guilt to that. So thank you for being you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And then also, Panabon is just going to be like, it's going to be like the pelican screech moment, but instead of the panic of losing Shaylun, it's kind of the annoyance and anger at being underground in this maze of things. Like, it's not even fun. Like, if it were fun, that would be different. This is just annoying. And so you just hear like a pelican screech
Oh, great.
from Panabon.
I'm gonna spike my shield into the ground and turn around and get on my knees and get at eye level with Panabon. Panabon, get it together. I cannot see more than 5 feet away. We need you to help us avoid these traps. Please search for them.
This is for Shaylun, and I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to pretend that I didn't miss her, and no one's going to say anything to that effect.
This is indeed to find Shaylun, but right now it is for us to survive, so we can do so.
Okay, well, they're using crossbows and apparently boulders, which super amateur, which is fine. So there's probably a snake trap coming up.
I stand
But
up
that's
slowly as you're
only
talking,
if there's-
and turn back around and grab
Only
my
if
shield.
there's enough room for the snake trap,
Ugh.
because they have to have the back pattern, so they might not have that. But they're only doing one crossbow at a time, which tells me they don't have a lot of resources, so I would expect probably another
If
boulder.
torture is involved in Shaylun's fate, you are prolonging it. Let's go.
Ah, true.
So Panabon, you can come in front and check, or do the thing that rogues, which is apparently okay to say, do to check for traps.
All right. Rogue checking for traps.
Like, are you sure I can say it, or is that a thing that only rogues can say to other rogues?
I don't know who told you that you could, like, we all know what we are. Like, we're not. Yeah, I'm gonna roll investigation, but like, yeah, I don't know who told you rogue was a bad thing to say, but they obviously had a complex about their work.
I actually feel
beautiful
like
thing to know.
most rogues, as it were, are very proud of calling themselves rogues.
Yeah, we're amazing.
In books, they add the word dashing and such. Dashing rogue and,
We
flamboyant
believe in
rogue.
ourselves.
Skillful
Roguishly
rogue.
handsome. Yeah, I've heard that one.
We believe in ourselves. We're a very positive bunch. Positive, angry, and passionate. I rolled an 11
Indeed.
investigating for and things.
Okay. That one moment.
Don't like his paws.
I also don't know what the typing is, but I don't care for that either.
It's not good.
That wasn't for me.
To be
You-
fair, it could have been worse.
Trudge through the water. You don't notice anything in it, and so you gingerly step across, and you manage to cross the puddle without causing any more trouble. As you move up, go ahead and make another perception test for the next few feet.
Okay. I also, for what it's worth, a perception, not an investigation.
Right.
Okay. Also, for what it's worth, I can't see anything on the map. It's all black for me now.
Same.
So
Yeah.
I also don't. Yes. There's also that.
Also on the stream, I think it's the same. But you know where we're going.
That is not intentional. I'm trying to figure it out now.
Oh,
It's
there's
back.
something.
Okay. All right.
Hooray.
Yay. Okay, so you rolled a 9
I got a 12.
and a 12. Okay, so as you are moving up, you do not notice that there is a line kind of hanging from the wall and just like coiling back until it goes taut. Not something you triggered, actually. So 1 second.
We don't hear it either.
I mean, you're about to hear something, but it's a thing that's happening kind of right away. So boop, boop. As several rocks just kind of fall from the ceiling and crash down onto you.
Rude. They need a new decorator.
Panabon, again, is easily able to dip out of the way and only gets kind of bonked with one rock. However, Perunia gets hit by a few of them and knocked to the ground.
Whew. Stand up. Shake that one off.
Well, before you stand up,
Oh, great.
a single crossbow comes flying from the front. This particular crossbow.
Can I intercept that?
No, you're a little too far back.
I can't even control my guy. Oh, I guess I can.
Well, the ceiling also just fell, so you're like, oh crap! And then as like that's happening, it's just a single attack is coming in, but it's with disadvantage because you're prone, and so that hits the ground, and then you hear someone from up ahead call out, "You keep coming, but you're just gonna trigger more and more until you done die."
Or you die like all your companions did.
How far away is this person?
Make a perception test.
Oh my gosh, I can't see them now. They disappeared. Perception test.
Oh boy.
Not perceiving very well today.
You do hear him kind of move out of the way. Perunia, you did see it was a person that shot that crossbow, but then they kind of duck back and they yell out, "Well, fine, and keep coming." And with that, we are going to pause and take, I think we're going to take 10 now. It's a little early, but
Are we going to cut to a different scene when we come back?
we are.
Well, then, just want to sneak one thing in. I help Perunia up, and as I do, I say Yuguimu, and I do a healing word. or 6.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very good. All right. So with that, when we get back, we're gonna rejoin Lox and Rosalia in the weird vision of the sandstorm that they're having. So.
Where do all the stories go? The ones never heard or previously told. I know the place these narratives dwell, and in good time, you'll know as well.
You have the cool nerdy shit, so go ahead and say your cool nerdy shit. It's really cool.
Indeed. Imagine in a world where, you have friends. You maybe want to play a tabletop RPG, but you don't want to take all the time in the world to get set up and get prepared to play this tabletop RPG. Well, have I got news for you, my friend? We have the ultimate micro RPG book. It is a book of 40 different micro tabletop RPGs. These are tabletop RPGs where the rules are about a page or two. It's very easy to get into, very simple rules, but there are a ton of different settings. You can go to deserted alien terrains. You can escape soul-reaping outsiders. You can build a tree fort in your backyard. There are tons of different options for you to jump into tabletop gaming. If you are an enthusiast, if you have friends who want to get into it but are a little too intimidated by some of the mainstreams like D&D or Star Wars or Shadowrun, anything that any introduction to tabletop RPGs, or if you just want to play, have a quick, fun, good time, I highly recommend this one. It is a very fun. There are a lot of great ideas. Like I said, there's 40 fast and easy, fun tabletop games. The Ultimate Micro RPG book, edited by James D'Amato. It's a collection of different authors, but I highly recommend it. Get it from your local bookstore, not from Amazon. And yes, get it and check it out today.
What a spell! Spell. She says spell like 92 times. Spell.
Hi everyone, it's Sarah, and I'm here to tell you today about Pure Alchemy soaps. So here I've got Neutral Evil. You can get a full assortment of alignments, and you can also customize to create your own character's scent. So it's a really great product. It is supporting small business and small nerdy business, especially in this rough time. So please check them out, Pure Alchemy soaps, and the link is right here. And thanks so much for your time, guys.
No matter where you go, I will follow through the darkness, in the shadows. I need you, steer me wherever you're around. So let me hear you, let me shield you. I will hold on so you won't be alone. I'll be all you
Well, you're not supposed to tell somebody who's not in the know unless they already know. You know?
Oh, I know.
Holgar is not even paying attention to him. He's looking at this stupid guard that's been looking at him for the last 5 minutes and said, and another thing, that's why your mother don't love you. The second thing, that's why you look ugly. The third thing, that's why your breath stink. Fourth thing, that's why your booty stink. Fifth thing, that's why you need to get out of my face. Sixth thing, you better open this cell, 'cause I swear if you open this cell, I will whoop you. Do not come. You have me in for no reason, and I am still here. I'm starting to smell. I haven't took a bath in like 2 hours. I am not having it right now.
Ready to level up your cosplay game? Check out the Geek Forge on Etsy. With a variety of props to give your photos that extra spark, you'll find just what you need. Hold magical fire in the palm of your hand, or take a potion to restore your mana. With a large variety of colors, you can choose your own magical flavor for your cosplay. Bring drama to your photo shoots with these vibrant props and more, all available at the Geek Forge. Are you ready to level up your cosplay?
Welcome back. As the troop of Aegis, Perunia, and Panabon are negotiating the traps in the caverns, we go back to Rosalia and Lox, who went to make sure the camels were going to be okay during the sandstorm, and suddenly found themselves in another location, a place that Rosalia kind of recognized a little bit, but it seemed different. Seemed older. Seemed like a snippet of the past somehow. They came across some specters, some spirits, managed to fight them off, and then show somehow that they were associated with something that that they recognized. The specters recognized, and so they left after asking beseechingly why they had been abandoned. At that point, Lox and Rosalia moved to the only building that was in the location. It looks empty inside. There are vines growing all along it, almost completely devouring the building within the vines, but is accessible through the front.
You said the specters are gone now, right?
Yes, they did leave.
All right.
What map are you on, Danny?
There is no map for now.
Okay.
We're gonna. It's all in our heads.
All right. Before walking in, he's gonna sort of creak the door open and see if he can hear anything on the other side.
Okay. You push on the door, and as you do so, you hear it creak, and then you hear like the minutest of snapping sounds, and you realize that the door is falling inward, and the vines were all that were holding it up. And as you have pushed it, they're now kind of coming loose, all the little connections where they root in, and the door just kind of falls forward with a crash.
Sorry about that. He looks in. Looks like no one's home. I guess I want to look to Rosalia and ask, you said this place seemed kind of familiar. Any idea what this building is or could be?
Looks kind of spooky to me.
Indeed. If you didn't know any better, Lox would say it was a temple. It's wide open inside. It's really dark as you look beyond into it, and you can kind of faintly see something at the far end, and you see several benches kind of throughout. Many of them are broken. And then you hear just far off in the distance weeping. Rosalia, the reality of your people is that you've never worshipped gods, not in your lifetime. That there's actually animosity towards the elder elves, the first elves, if you will, for abandoning all of you to the dangers of the Shadow Fae. And so there have never been temples, there have never been days of worship or priests that you know of. Now, the Summer Court elves, they have always held out hope that the first elves would return one day, but the Winter Court elves kind of have pushed on, realizing that self-sufficiency is the only way they were going to survive. So that's this looks like it's old Elven, but beyond your understanding in terms of what it's for.
Danny,
And the designs and everything look like those gold designs over there. I've never seen anything like that. I don't know what those rooms mean. And that weeping sound is like driving me crazy. We should try and figure out who's crying because it's pissing me off.
Yeah, I mean, I hear it too. I wouldn't quite say it's pissing me off yet, but
it's like
I mean, like it's some weep.
All right. Not sure quite where we left off, so we'll just kind of move forward at this point as Locke steps through, and you hear as you kind of enter in, the words change again to a familiar lament, familiar in the past kind of 15, 20 minutes that you've been in this sort of strange location, the strange vision, if you will. The cries of why have you left us? What will we do?
Do you hear that, Lux?
Yeah, it's the same thing those specters outside were saying when we arrived.
Do you understand what they're saying?
Yeah, it sounds like common, like the common language. I can understand it. Does it sound like Elven to you?
Oh, it's definitely Elven.
What?
Well, I understand it too.
That's mighty strange. All right.
And actually, Lox, if you think about it, you realize that the words are not actually in that trade tongue.
Oh, okay.
It's when you think about it, you actually realize that you're hearing the Elven words. You're not that you're super familiar with them, but it's definitely not a language you understand, but you do understand.
That's all right. This is getting stranger by the minute. And inside the room so far, there's nothing that I'm seeing, like no people or.
Nope, there are no people. Just like long rows of broken and shattered benches that lead to the front, where there might be an altar, might be something raised up, but it's cloaked in shadow. It's hard to see what's at the far end.
All right.
I wonder what God this place worshipped, because usually there's seats like we see that are broken and they lead up to the statue. So maybe that's what the voices are talking about.
Yeah, whatever it is, it seems to have left the denizens of this little village or whatever, and they seem mighty sad about it. I can tell you, whatever's at the far end of this this temple, I guess, is creeping me out. But I'm also kind of curious.
You sense magic by the statue? Thingamajig?
I think I felt like I've been surrounded by weirdness since I walked into this place. I don't know if that's magic or not, but maybe. Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna get a little bit closer. Can you watch my back? I don't want anything jumping out and attacking.
Sure.
All right. And he inches forward a little bit more.
As you continue to move forward, you hear the fluttering of wings, and then the croak of a raven or a crow. You don't see anything, though, but it's definitely coming from up ahead.
All right. Rosalia, remember I told you about my dealings with and he's about to say vodka and then stops himself because the last time he did that, Rosalia had a headache. you know, the being that gave me these abilities. I'm getting their signs over and over here.
So you think this is where he used to be, or like where they used to worship him?
She, I believe. But yeah. Maybe
Is he
so.
a friendly god?
No, my family's not religious in any way. I'm tell you the truth. Before all this adventure, and I wouldn't have even given 2 sticks for someone saying that they believed in some gods. But this is making me more and more of a believer for sure. Vakaka, and he sort of says it as he's walking down the hall to see if any answers.
As you say it, you simultaneously have stepped close enough to the front of the building to realize that what is in front of you, there sort of up on this altar, is the trappings of like an altar podium, maybe priests that had been up here, but centered and kind of to the back is a large sculpture. It looks like 3 figures. However, the one in the back is broken. The top of it is carved away and broken off. You see movement, just the slightest bit of movement on the statue on the right side that you see on the right side. You can't make out what it is.
All right. So I still can't see fully what this statue is, just that it is a statue, that there was some kind of movement there, right?
Right. You see the statues, you kind of can make out the forms. You know, the one in the back is broken, and then and then you see some, just like the smallest amount of movement, just kind of on the statue on the right side.
And can we do a perception? Get a closer look.
You can.
Yeah. I just have to remember what screen that one's on. That is
skills.
I think that's over here. Skills.
Yep. As you look ahead, you definitely see. It looks like maybe some sort of small animal, just kind of crawling around the statue or moving on it. You can't make it out perfectly. It's something about it seems a little fuzzy to you.
Am I noticing a bit more about this animal?
Are you continuing to move forward?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, after a moment it hops onto the head of the statue, and you see that it is indeed a crow. And it kind of looks at you. And then it just kind of croaks a single caw. Then it flaps its wings and flutters, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it sure does seem so. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that I've seen this statue, or like a shape like this statue before. It's familiar and not at the same time. This might be a visage of Vakaka, I think. Do you recognize any of the other figure?
As
No, I don't.
well, as Rosalia looks, the figure on the left, the crystal ball starts to sort of glow. And it's the same color as the orb that Rosalia had found in the Shadow Fae, where she had found the imprisoned being that she had made the pact with.
Well, I think that we're at some kind of portal or some kind of temple where both of our gods are, because that orb in the corner looks very familiar, mighty familiar. And then you just saw a crow, which is like related to your god. So maybe they have something to tell us.
So, yes, there's some reason we've been brought here. When we was outside, I was still hearing the sandstorm pretty clearly. I don't think we're out of it. But I think they brought us here for some reason, to find something, to see something. I can tell you, there's that statue in the back here that's broken. And I'm pretty sure in my dream I saw an image of 3 elven people together. One being Vodkaka, and the other, I guess, your god. And I don't know about this third. May I ask you a question, Miss Rosalia?
Oh, yes, we may.
When you got your powers, what did you do to get them from your patron?
I had to make a pact with her. So the magic that I have is hers, not mine. I didn't have magic before I met her. But now I have magic because of her.
I had a similar situation. More so, I had been asked to let her free. Did you let your deity free? Did you help them in some way to get that ability to make that pact?
I can't remember. It's really hazy. I think that when I asked her, she said that I would figure more out later on. But I don't remember what I had to do, what she was going to get out of the pact. I just know I needed the magic at the time because we were fighting in the chapter.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I don't know what my patron here, and I wouldn't go quite so far as to say they are my god, but they're definitely powerful, and I definitely owe them much, of which I've not yet figured out. But there's something about these 3 that sticks out to me. Someone broke. Well, actually, Danny, is the third statue broken, as in someone knocked it over, or is it broke like it's crumbled to time?
It's crumbled to time. It makes you feel like it's forgotten, that it is falling away and becoming no more. And as you look at that, the crow kind of flaps up and lands on the owl that is on the shoulder of the crumbling statue, and just kind of pecks at it a little bit, gives a little caw, and then looks at you directly for a few moments, and then just flies directly straight towards you, but overhead, past you, and then it's flying out of the temple. You just get a sense that it has shown you what it wanted you to see. Rosalia, you still see the orb is still glowing a slight blue, bluish, kind of mists into purple.
Is it the actual magic in front of me?
It's up on the statue, so if you move up to the statue, you can check it out closer, or
I want to see if I can get it to come to life again, like walking over near it and just reaching out and seeing if I can interact with it. I don't know what will happen.
And as you do that, it actually falls out of the statue's hand and into yours.
When I have the statue, the orb in my hand, is it alive, or is it just like a statue?
No, it's still blue. It's kind of glowing with an inner light.
Just
I kind of look at it,
Danny?
and
Yeah, you see it.
I try to like tap it to the light, smell it, and then I almost kind of want to roll it like a bowling ball just to see if I can get a reaction out of it, but I stop myself because I don't want to break it. And then I just shake it and say, damn, or do something, because I want it to do something. I don't waste my time coming in this temple and nothing happens.
Right. Yeah. So as you are looking at this orb and shaking it, you do hear a sort of sound kind of echoes in your head, and that sound is, and I gotta pull it up real quick.
It says, "Pop it."
It says, yes. Thank you, Roland. That is not what it says. So it says, yeah. So you hear the sound cha, like a ch rolled ra, cha, like you just, and it's this feminine voice whispers that. You don't see the location, the source. It's just almost in your head.
What's this traveling?
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, I'm thinking out loud. Like, what is this? Is this word in my elven vocabulary?
As you say it out loud, the orb lights up brilliantly, like that kind of just almost like looking at the sun.
I say out loud the name of my deity. I cannot remember the name for the life of me, but I say her name out loud and I look at it.
As you call on her, you get this sense of time shifting. And then you see these three, and by three, you see the two statues that you can see here, but there's a third figure with them, and they're all standing in a deep forest. It's the Shadow Fae. It's very obvious, and there is this sense that something is coming, and they are, the three of them, anxious. There's a sense of impending doom, of danger. And as they speak rapidly to each other, the two that you recognize, they nod in a very reluctant agreement to something that the third one said. You can't hear what it is. You can't even make out who the person, what they look like. But then they turn and they leave as this third figure kind of turns and faces deeper into the Shadow Fae, and you get a sense of something coming, something dark moving in your direction, moving in their direction, even as the two escape. And then the moment passes. You're back in the church. The globe is brilliantly shining, but you can kind of look at it now, and yeah, it's still in your hand.
Did you see that, Lox?
Lox sees the shining ball of light in the globe. Yes.
Yeah. He's like shielding his eyes. I don't know how you see anything.
Okay, Lox. Let me explain to you what I just saw. There was this forest, this enchanted forest and the Shadow Fae. And there was two statues that are in front of us right now. They were talking to each other. And there was one behind them. And there was just a sense of doom, like something was coming to attack them or something horrible was about to happen. And the two talked to each other and ran away. And the third turned and faced in the forest. Like it was maybe going after that sense of doom. I don't know. But the third was, I think there's something about that third one that's important for us to know. Like, I don't know, maybe the third one is Nipue. I have no idea, but it's a deity.
I don't know if Nipue is Elven. I don't remember anything that Aegis has told me about that. But I don't know all this. What I do know is that raven we just saw pecked at that owl as if as if whatever that owl represented was important. So I'd agree. There's something about figuring out who this third person is, finding them or helping them or figuring out what happened to them. I don't think we're going to get any more answers here, but we were brought here for a reason, and that's for sure.
I'm just wondering who would have any ideas about what that third person or that third being was, because I think that third person wasn't afraid to confront whatever that, or maybe what it is our gods need help, our group's help fighting that thing.
Well, part of it is I think you and me are brought together for sure by these two figures. And I do agree. I think our journeys with this group are leading us towards whatever this mystery is. And if there's anybody who can help us solve that, I think it's a very curious gnome with a bookly disposition. She's been studying magic since day one. I feel No, I think Shayloon, as we go, Shayloon is the best, smartest of us. If we're studying magic, I feel like Miss Shayloon may be helping us figure this out. I think she's important in this as well, like all of our companions are.
Maybe that sense of doom is the shadow fate entering the human world, and finding that third deity would help us stop it. So we have to find Shane, see what she knows, because
I don't think she knows anything now. If Shay knew something, we'd have heard about it. She'd been writing about it in some book. But what I do think is we got to get back to the others. And we got to keep looking into this, remembering everything about this third statue that we can see. The owl over there, the image that you saw, the dream that I had. And we got to keep going. One thing I will say is if we tell Shayloon that she's going to help us figure this out, it's going to stress her out. So we might want to keep that to ourselves. But
well, whoever's better at persuasion, because I'll just tell her the truth right there. So if you don't want her to know anything, then
no,
you have to do it first. You have to be more persuasive. I just feel like you need to help us save the world now. Please help us.
So here's what I think. I think we tell Shayloon what we see, that we came here in some magic weird place thing that I still don't know, and then we tell them that we think we got to figure it out. I think Shayloon likes a good mystery, and I think
so make it like a clue, like find the clue, or like a game.
I think,
but not a scary game.
Yeah. Okay. So we tell the truth, but we keep it kind of less save the world, more let's figure out what's going on. If that make any sense.
That just takes the intensity out of it. Okay.
Yes. But here's the thing. I don't think we're gonna get these answers tomorrow or the day after. I think we're heading down the track, but I mean the fact that we're here at all right now is a pretty extraordinary thing. We're trapped in the middle of a sandstorm from what I remember. So yeah. I think we need to figure out how to get back. Locke says that.
As you are considering that, and speaking of Shayloon, we do move to Shayloon in the same caves that Aegis, Perunia, and Panabon are in, but of course a different part of those same caves. So, one moment, let me pull mine up. Let me...
Annie, who created the fantastic-looking statues?
So, though that image, which I ruined by making it black and white and cutting pieces out so that it would just be statues in this particular case, the actual image itself is was made by a friend, Nate. Art by Nate is the name of his sort of company, sort of his what he does his art under. But Nate Artus, he's from the Philippines, and yeah, he does that. He does a lot of fantasy art in that sort of style. So yeah, I was really lucky to get a chance to have him do that piece for us.
Can I say one thing, Danny? For the Kickstarter, one of the art choices that I don't know why I'm still talking like Locks. One of the art choices that I chose was that picture because it is Steph's kiss.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, so
And you can get yours at Gen Con or Origins.
yes, or our web store that's going to come up soon one day.
I don't know
sometime
when
in the
that's
future.
happening. I know when Gen Con and Origins is happening. Or you can
Indeed.
message me and I'll send you one.
Yep. All right. So with that, we are in this side cave, and this side cave is pretty far, and it's pretty tight. So it's slow moving, and mostly what we're gonna do here is just Shaylun is following this young individual who looks back, and you can hear like rumbling and shaking, kind of vibrating through the various parts of the tunnel as you move forward. Dust is kind of creeping down and settling, and he says to you, I think they might be getting near the end.
I don't. We might be, or they might be. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, your friends. We got to get out there. They'll probably end up just killing everybody.
I love everybody nodding. That is my favorite.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's fine.
The only one to not nod is the one that is our murder hobo.
To be fair, I just told their captain I was planning to kill them all.
Yes. They don't deserve to die.
She like opens her mouth to make some kind of snarky comment, and then remembering the reason of death and murder being the whole reason that she's in this predicament, she just closes it. You hear the teeth clench.
He looks back and he's like, "What, you think they do?"
I think we should keep moving if you say there's risk of more death, don't you?
Well, we're moving as he's trying to kind of squeeze past. We were, this is not a life anyone chose.
I don't respond. I feel like this is about to turn into monologue backstory of bandit life.
As you don't respond, he continues moving forward, kind of pulling you along with him.
At one point since we've been traveling for a while, I reach in my satchel and pull out my compass just to check which way we're going.
It just kind of spins here. Very likely there's some sort of magnetic interference in the cave. Not completely surprising.
Cool. I put it away.
Eventually he comes to a wall. It looks like it's a dead end, but he starts trying to push on it, and then there's actually enough room for you to come up, and he's like, help me push on this. And he starts kind of kicking at the wall there.
I'm gonna turn my necklace on that has light in it, so that I can see better of what this is. Like, is there a seam in the rock? Is it a boulder that's in the way?
As you do that, he scrambles back, as if you're about to murder him. And he's just like looking at you, and then he looks at the light itself. Well, what is that?
Are you unfamiliar with light?
What, torches, sun? What is that?
I'm gonna keep looking for cracks and what this rock thing is.
Okay. So yeah, he's kind of looking, and then he's like, no, yeah, it'll open, and he kind of comes back forward. And you do see that there's cracks along the edge. It looks like it is some sort of maybe a door built into the stone here, like carved in.
All right. Yeah. Having just kind of gone through my Rolodex of spells I'm aware of and have been successful in performing anyway. I don't see anything that can help me here, so kind of similar to that first bookshelf I saw in my back at university. I lean my back against it and start digging my heels in and seeing if I can push. This guy's human, right?
Yeah, he's human, young, maybe 16, 17.
Okay. I don't know what a 3'2" gnome is gonna contribute to the pushing of this boulder, but sure.
Yeah, so he kind of puts his back up against it as well, and between the two of you, let's make an athletics check.
Yep, let's use my -1 roll here.
But it is with advantage.
Oh, okay. Should I roll it again then?
Yes, because you have help.
True.
Yeah. As you were pushing on it, it does start to you hear it kind of creaking open, and you hear like rocks splashing into water on the other side as it finally does kind of open out. All right. He moves ahead of you, hops down, and then turns to kind of like help you down.
Oh, I just closed the map. Which one is it? Thank you.
Yep.
I kind of push my satchel behind me a little bit, but I am not feeling particularly warm to this guy, clearly. So I'm gonna kind of just shimmy on down the rock on my butt myself.
Okay, he moves out of the way as you shimmy down, seeing that you are not interested in his assistance. And then he moves down the way.
How deep is the water?
It's not. It's like 5-6 inches deep.
Okay.
So like comes up to your knee.
Okay. Just gotta make sure the books are protected.
Yeah, and you pull the satchel down behind. And as you move out, you notice that there's a large stone just kind of like sitting on the side of the way. And this kid starts running up. What are you doing? Are you running as well, or are you following him slowly?
I mean, I'll walk a little faster, but like I understand that my legs being the length they are, I am not going to keep up with him, regardless of what I do. So one of the things I am going to do though is as I'm like, I kind of shrug and sigh and pick up my pace a little bit. I'm going to reach out mentally and see if I can feel Minya.
You feel a sense of presence, and then there is a very solid connection.
Minya, where are you at?
You get a sense of, I don't know, where are you at?
Where you at, dog?
Can you roll around and see if the connection gets stronger, if you can tell you're getting closer or further from me?
Grudge?
No.
You okay, Minya?
I know you got chewed up by some wolf cubs, but we'll get you a new chassis. I don't know if chassis was a word back then, but it is now.
Yes, there's yes. All right, so here's the question: as you guys are thinking, Prunya, Aegis, and Panabon are thinking about the bandits up front, you hear footsteps from behind, and then splashing as this disheveled young man runs around the corner.
I brace my shield up, and as he gets closer, I take a step forward with my left foot, and I backspin him against the wall with my shield.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Okay. Just use my regular weapon.
Yeah, just use your regular attack.
Yep. Oh, that was a advantage?
I mean, was it really though? They both
disadvantage.
rolled the same thing.
They both roll the same thing, so yeah, you're good. Got an 18. That does hit, so roll damage.
Why does that hit me?
He had targeted you somehow.
The healing word. That's why I forgot to undo the healing word. Want me to do that again with the right target?
Y'all call Panabon the crazy one, but you're just backspinning people with your shield.
Yeah. So
I was just gonna throw my stinger, you know.
Here you go. Hold on. Let me. Okay. Yeah, you can roll to attack. He should be targeted now. I mean, you got to fit 15 and 15, so I say it's a hit, and you just need to roll damage.
Oh, okay.
Which is, do you have that set up for your shield bash?
No, I don't have a shield damage.
Okay, 1 second.
That kid's lucky you got there first.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just going to update the Mace's damage real quick.
Can we do a strength opposing check so I can just, after I bash him, pin him against the wall?
Yeah, that's gonna happen after you bash him.
Okay.
But right now
He
we're
survives
going to.
the bashing.
I think it'll be fine.
You know, it's could be fine. Go ahead and roll that damage. It's set up with your mace.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's critical though.
Critical. I'm glad I didn't even breathe on him.
So yeah, you smash him up against the wall, and he kind of chokes a little bit. You knock the wind out of him, but you've got him now.
I know you can't breathe. It would be best to not make any false moves or sudden moves.
I like false moves better.
Yeah.
He just kind of, and he's looking like down the way he came, and then looking back at you.
Oh, there might be more bandits. I charge down that way.
Oh
Okay.
no!
You start charging down that way, and as you turn the corner, there is somebody there.
I tackle them. Did not anyone else see that coming? Like,
I mean, yeah, no, that makes
On
sense,
brand.
unfortunately.
Make the attack roll.
you'll be fine.
Can I just like curl up in a ball and she trips on me? Like,
Oh, I don't remember how to do unarmed attack.
Just do any regular attack, and then you're just going to do 4 damage if you hit.
I don't know why I was also.
Yeah, I don't know why you're on
disadvantage.
Disadvantage. So roll again.
All right.
yeah, let's.
Oh, I know why. I know why. Hold on. It's because it
Oh,
still
'cause
thinks
it's
you're, it still
prone.
thinks
Yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah.
prone.
All right, let's fix that.
All right, you're fixed.
I missed you.
Well, it's been wonderful playing all of these months with you. I got stepped on by a dragon, and I am now dead. So
There's just a smear on the front of Perunia's chest plate.
That is not what happens, but so as funny as funny as that is, criticals double your dice, and you're only going to do your strength bonuses damage for this. So you only still do the 4 damage. It is enough, however, to knock Shay out as you tackle her, and then you realize what you've done.
Oh my gosh!
it's okay. I can't feel the leg pain anymore. So
Yeah, yeah. The leg pain is gone, as is any other pain, and also consciousness. And
Did Shaylin see it coming? Like, did Shaylin notice it was Perunia?
I don't know.
I
It
imagine like
happened
the
very quickly.
cartoon giant eye like reaction.
I think it was like something large was coming at me, and like then it hit me,
And then-
that's all I know.
And then
then darkness.
the darkness, yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, that was Perunia's action. What is Panabon doing?
Well, Aegis seems to have things under control. Panabon is going to menacingly wave their stinger around and say, I am the Scorpion God! And then go running after Perunia to see what Perunia's got. Because Aegis has a shield. Aegis will be fine.
Okay. Perunia, as you realize your mistake, you see Panabon running up behind you.
Stabs Shaylin.
I'm shaking her as she's unconscious.
Why is she unconscious?
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
It's
I
not
have put-
important.
I have put arrows on the wall of the cave. We can leave this cave, and they're badly placed booby traps.
Go get Aegis.
Oh, Aegis is murdering some kid. It'll be fine.
All right.
Okay.
Shaylin, on your turn, make a death save.
Jesus fucking Christ.
My God.
None of us can heal you.
Aegis can stabilize her.
Death save. There they are. Okay, here we go.
I love that no one's taking her back to Aegis though.
All right. So are you guys going to start marching her out of the caves? Is that what you're doing?
Telling Panabon to go get Aegis. We can't leave Aegis behind.
He can't see. I forgot.
Okay, I'm gonna go running back to Aegis and go, Aegis! Stop killing the kid! We have Shaylin, let's go!
Huh? You have her? Is she okay?
I don't know. Perunia found her unconscious, I guess. So stop killing the kid and come save Shaylin.
I let a little bit of weight off of him, I can tell that he looks very young. You are lucky that it was I who found you first. I am the most what's the word I'm looking for?
Compassionate?
No. Oh, I am the most merciful of our group.
Compassionate? No. Merciful? Yes.
Yes. Definitely not compassionate.
How do those not go together? Somehow. All right. He slumps to the ground as you release him, and then he starts kind of crawling back the other way. And you go down to where Shaylun is.
Mm-hmm. What? What happened?
She is unconscious, obviously, and as you're wondering what happened,
like this.
Shaylun, make another death save.
I have a nat 20 in the chat, so.
Well,
her eyes flutter open as she.
Don't waste it. Don't waste it.
Tom gave it specifically for the death save, so.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So your eyes flutter open as you like feel your head. Your head hurts now in the back where you're not sure what happened, and also like you breathing is a little hard. Like you feel like you got the wind knocked out of you, but yeah. But you also see your friends all standing concernedly looking down at you.
How did this happen?
Oh, I found her like this.
Yuguimu Shaylun. And I will healing word you. Targeting, making sure that it's on target. Oop.
All
Nice.
right. You feel way better than you did before, actually. I mean, you still feel like crap, but way better than you did before.
What happened? I was moving and walking, and then I wasn't.
What happened was we just rescued you. You're welcome.
No time. So I put my hands out for you to give me Shaylun. Like this. And and I flip you and I flip you over to like take a seat on my bag, my gigantic bag, on my shoulders, and I motion us to run out the way we came.
I'll take the rear.
Waves with their scorpion stinger and goes, "Hello, we're here to rescue you."
Where's the boy?
He's in the puddles behind us.
Did you kill him?
I did not kill. He may have a broken rib.
So as we're moving already, I guess I go. Bye. Thanks.
You guys are leaving him. He asked to not.
We didn't have that conversation.
All right. So with that, you do get to the edge of the cavern. As serendipitously, the sandstorm is kind of coming to a close. You make your way outside and around towards where you left the camels. Rosalia and Lox, you find yourselves sheltered between two camels and a tarp over it. It's like you must have had the wherewithal to shelter yourselves. Camels are like sandstorms, man. That's life. That's why we're so angry at everything all the time. But they just deal, and you kind of push some sand away and kind of pop your heads up as you see the others coming around the corner. The party is
reunited, and it feels so good.
Nice.
Unless you're the kid that helped Shaylin escape, and it probably doesn't feel very good right now.
Yeah,
that's fair. So Lox goes, "Oh, I'm glad you guys are all right," as he's poking his head out.
They just murdered a kid.
I do.
Aegis.
I do not
Murdered
kill.
many.
I did not
Kids?
kill. I did not kill a child. So far, I have killed no one on this trip.
All right.
I have at least 10. She grossly exaggerates her numbers.
Oh my gosh. I'll leave you guys to do one thing, and you guys go killing everybody.
Well, it's their fault.
come
They're
we-
the ones that took Shaylun. I mean, anyone
must-
that's that stupid deserves death.
We must get back. I am running low on medical supplies, and Shaylu needs attention.
Yes.
All right.
No, I'll be fine.
Is there blood trickling out of your lip? Down your
Totally.
I completely ignore what you're saying.
Cool.
So you get on the you place Shaylun on the camel, on one of the camels, and make your way back towards the oasis.
Is it the camel named Horse? Because that's the one I'm riding.
It might be, if it's the one that you got. Yes. So as you make your way back, it's the sun is going down. You probably have another 4 hours of travel, so you can either stop and set up camp for the evening, or you can push the 4 hours to get to the town.
Maybe we better camp.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't even in character. Perhaps we should camp.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Shaylun will be all right, at least through the night. Miss Shaylun, would you mind if we camp for the night before we head back?
She shrugs. She's in her own head trying to call Minya.
All right.
Okay,
Yes.
but on the condition that we go somewhere where we have a really good vantage point for a lookout, because if those bandits come seeking revenge, I don't want them to find us.
You don't?
I mean, like, not that I know, but I feel like you guys don't. So I'm like trying to read the room here.
I don't think they will. The boy brought me to you so you would stop murdering all of his friends.
Oh.
Oh,
We probably should have said something before Aegis killed him.
he's not dead.
I can tell from Aegis's reaction. I look at Shaylun and I go, subtlety is lost on our friends here. You guys, I don't think joking about murdering little kids is the funniest joke. And he says it very seriously. He knows that you guys are having fun, but he goes, Miss Shaylun's been through a lot. Let's rest. Let's take care of ourselves. But also, remember, we got to be better than people going around murdering people for no reason.
Do we?
Look at Miss Shaylun. She's just nodding with me. So the answer is yes, Mr.
Okay.
Panabon.
Duly noted.
Panabon and I, let's go take a walk. Mhm.
Like Lox can see the pain that he's seeing from Shaylun's face. That's the only reason he sort of spoke up like that. But it was uncharacteristically stern from this guy who likes to be a little more lackadaisical. So
We take our cue from the top. We go take a lap, cool off.
I cannot read facial expressions at the moment.
We know.
I think I look at Aegis for the first time and I go, something's different about you. You squinting a lot. What's going on? And then he's like, oh, you not wearing your glasses.
And I hold the two sides up for you to see.
All right. So I want to look for a place to camp. That's a well-vantaged place, as Perunia has reminded me.
Make a survival check.
I will do that with advantage using one of my benefits. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So yes.
Oh wow, I forgot about those.
You've got a few.
So survival, I will hit advantage.
So you're going to use your nepotism benefit from Voodoo Goth. Got it.
Nice.
14. All right, that's good. You didn't roll a 2. You do find a place that is very suitable. That has enough space for everyone, with also vantage points, so you can hear or see anyone that is approaching. It's actually in the wake of the sandstorm. It's actually very comfortable in terms of temperature. You don't feel like you need a fire for heat. You don't really have anything to cook, so.
Like, do you have a day's worth of rations? And I want to make sure Pandabomb wants to make sure Shayloon has some food, and I don't know if water is included with rations or whatnot, but
Water is its own thing.
okay. But there's rations, so I don't know how salty and such the rations are, or how much that'll be bad. But like rations, Panabon just Panabons some rations.
Panabon some rations to Shayloon.
I love the verb.
Yes.
One moment they're not there. One moment they're there.
And go ahead.
I'll nod and I'll eat a little, like not with fervor, but.
As the night wears on, there is a orange glow to the sky, even at night. The clouds far off in the distance. It's like as if they're reflecting an orange light from the ground back down. The way it is in like a city, if you've ever been in a city and there's heavy clouds overhead, it sometimes is really bright outside because the clouds are reflecting all the city lights, right? So it's something similar to that in the direction of Suslam. And make a nature check, Locks.
All right. Nature. Ooh, I actually don't have much. Yep, nope.
That's a weird thing.
Yeah. I have
right.
survival. I can survive. I don't know nature. Does that make
I
sense?
have a little bit of nature. I get a +3 to nature.
Yeah, if you want to roll it.
Sure. Why not? Why not?
I will say Lox is drawing in the sand, in the dirt, and it is an owl.
Ooh.
Aww.
He's like that. That's what keeps drawing in the sand.
So Danny, mythologically, would owls have any I know we don't really have gods. They're still a relatively new thing in the way that we understand them. But would owls still have kind of that historical significance like they do in our world?
Historical. I mean, we're still gonna go with the wise old owl trope kind of thing. That's kind of a thing. That derives a lot from just the fact that the owl's eyes are really large, and the reasons we as a culture, as multiple cultures saw the owl as wise are still exist in this world, and so the same parallels have been drawn. So as you look, Panabon, you know that that the clouds definitely are reflecting a light, a very large orange light from the ground, and that's fun. Just kind of wondering what might make it that big of a light, but it escapes you in the moment, and everybody beds down for the evening.
Wait, so it doesn't look like it would be moonlight or like a sun or what? Like it's just random light.
It's coming from below because it's reflecting off the clouds back down, like city lights do in when it's a cloudy night.
But we're facing Cthulhu, aren't we?
You are, yes. It's in the direction of Suslam.
We can't see it off in the
You can't
distance.
see Suslam. No, you can't see Suslam at all.
Is there a breeze blowing our way, and do we smell smoke?
There is not a breeze blowing your way. If there is a breeze, it's blowing the other way. You do not smell smoke.
Questions,
Yeah.
And with that, you fall asleep. Shayloon eventually also passes out. She's just so tired from the ordeal that even in her state, she can't keep her eyes open, though she'll probably wake up before anyone else does.
Nope, she won't.
Hard to say. We'll see.
I'm a clock.
And with that, we are going to close our session for the evening.
Hey.
Thank you very much, everybody who joined us. When we return next week, everyone's here next week. We will we'll head back to Suslam and with the entire group and see what the aftermath is. In the meantime, I do think we have some. I just kind of get it out of the way now. When is Gen Con again? That's the weekend of.
It is the September 15th through the 19th.
All right, and so we will not be having the 19th of September, right? And then
yeah, I think so.
And then Origins is when?
And then Origins is 2 weeks later, which is the 28th through the 3rd. September
Okay.
28th through October 3rd.
Okay. So so just something to kind of keep in mind. I think a lot of our any streams that we have over the weekend, for anyone who is going to be at Gen Con, we probably are going to not be having those. So other than that, that's all I've got. Thank you
question
again.
in chat, Danny, about Shadowrun, if there was Shadowrun this week.
Nope, Shadowrun is canceled for this week.
Oh, then check me out.
Yeah, go hang out with
come check me out.
with Randy.
Okay,
I
cool.
forgot about that. Sorry, Randy.
All right.
Hi, Tony. Welcome to chat.
Hi, welcome to chat. So yeah, with that, let's thanks everybody for joining us. Really appreciate it. And thank you to, of course, the players and the cast for entertaining us, because you are all definitely very entertaining. And as always, thank you to the voice of Nipue for making sure everything runs as smoothly as possible with me being as difficult as I can be with Fantasy Grounds.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
And with that, we'll see everybody next week.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.